Hello everyone. Today's story is The Very Expensive Coconut. Chandrakant was a miser. He hated spending money on anything, and his wife was tired of his stingy ways. One day, Chandrakant went to a wedding. There, he was served coconut barfi. Chandrakant felt he had never tasted anything so good and decided he wanted another one. He went back home and asked his wife to make him one. His wife looked at him and said, "You hardly give me any money to cook dal and rice. How will I make burfis? Go and buy a coconut at least, and then I will make some burfis for you." So Chandrakant set off for the market. He saw a man sitting by the roadside with a heap of coconuts. He selected one and asked, "How much is this for?" The man, who knew Chandrakant and his miserliness, well, like everyone else in the bazaar, said, "5 rupees." Chandrakant nearly fainted when he heard this. 5 rupees for a coconut? Seeing his face, the shopkeeper said, "Walk ahead. You will come to a coconut grove 10 kilometers from here. There you will get coconuts for 3 rupees." Chandrakant thought this was a wonderful idea. What if he had to walk 10 kilometers? He would save 2 full rupees. So he walked, and after an hour reached the grove. When he saw the coconuts, he felt that even 3 rupees was a very high price for them, and asked the gardener, "Will you give it to me for 1 rupee?" The gardener was busy. Without looking around, he said, 10 kilometers from here, there is another coconut grove. There you can get it for 1 rupee. He would save 2 rupees more. Chandrakant set off at once. Tired, he reached the next coconut grove. But when he saw the coconuts, he felt like haggling again and asked the gardener, "Will you give me a coconut for 50 paisa?" The gardener was upset. "Walk 10 kilometers further and you will reach the seashore where there are many coconut trees. Just pluck one and you will get it for free." Free? Chandrakant would walk to the end of the earth to get anything for free. He walked and walked and finally reached the seashore. Sure enough, there were rows of trees with coconuts hanging from them. Anybody could just climb up and take one. Chandrakant started climbing. Up and up he went. On the highest treetop, he grabbed a delicious looking coconut. Just then, a gust of wind shook the tree and he lost his hold. He held on to the coconut for dear life. "Help!" he shouted. A man came by and on an elephant. When he saw Chandrakant hanging to the coconut, he went up the tree. Chandrakant begged him, "Sir, will you please stand on the elephant and hold my legs so that I can get down?" The man said, "I am in a hurry, but if you give me 100 rupees, I will do it." 100 rupees? But Chandrakant would break his bones if he remained there. He would have to pay up. He agreed sadly. The man stood on his elephant and grabbed his legs. But just then the elephant moved away and both of them were left hanging there. Chandrakant was even more worried. Then they saw a horseman and both of them begged, "Will you please stand on your horse and hold our feet so we can get down?" The horseman said, "Only if you give me 1,000 rupees." There was no way out, so Chandrakant agreed. But when the man grabbed their feet, the horse got scared and galloped away. Everyone fell in a heap and a bunch of coconuts fell on them. They broke their bones, and Chandrakant had to pay 1,000 rupees for their treatment. And all because he would not pay 5 rupees for a coconut.